So we didn't compete the way I would have hoped. We've been here before. We've lost the first one and come back. So hopefully tomorrow we'll do a little better job and show you a little better baseball from our part. But right now I'm a little disappointed. We just didn't play very well. And maybe part of that's Marietta, because they're certainly a fine ball club. But I think we just when you don't hit cuts, let people take extra bases and things we did today. You're going to pay the price, and we did.
You mentioned missing a cut. That the throw got airmailed in the sixth inning, and then he had to pull in the infield, and the chopper goes over the head of the second baseman.
Yeah, that was a great move on my part. No, it's you're in a situation. Right before that, we got the guy going into third base, nothing game. We get thrown out of second base. We got to do a little better job than that, and think about it, because obviously at that point it looks like a low scoring situation. And then when we get in there, we hit the runners in that situation, and if we hit the cutoff man, could have been scored. If we hit the cutoff man, let's hold him at first and second. Now the ground ball. Now we get. I don't know that we get two out of that chopper anyhow, but you get one and you got something to play with. Maybe you walk a guy and you set the double play up again. Once we brought him in, obviously, then it cuts the angles. We talk to our kids all the time about hitting power ground balls. That was just a little different deal, but again, we put ourselves in that situation because we missed the cutoff. Did the same thing on the fly ball that we dropped. That I guess it was in the sun. I don't know why we weren't wearing glasses, but regardless, in that situation, the runner first has got to hold, and he did. We're calling 2-2-2, and we don't throw it there. We throw it home, and now they get the base load again. Just the little things like that, when you don't do those kinds of things, puts you in a tough situation when you're playing a quality opponent like Marietta.
In the South Regional, you had a tough regional, both with Shenandoah and Christopher Newport, and you lost your first game, but you made it through the regional. How is that going to help your team focus?
I'm sure we're going to be talking about that. It sounds like a good idea right now, but yeah, we did. I mean, and to be honest with you, the first game in the regional, you can talk to Jeff from Rhodes, Jeff Leannis, he was there. We might have set the world's record for the worst game played that day. So I think we lost 10-1 or something like that, but we came back and played very well. But again, every time you do this, you're setting a different stage. You're going from a 16 bracket to an 18 bracket. You're talking about pitching situations that are going to occur down the road. And you just don't want to put yourself in that. When you're in a ball game in the fifth inning, going to sixth at a 0-0 game, you want to be able to play that game for a 1-run, 2-run situation and say, okay, anybody's got an opportunity now to do something. A base hit, a bunt, puts you right back in the situation. When you go out there 2 innings in a row and give up 3-3, kids, their kids throwing the baseball well. Obviously, he's not too bad a guy when he goes out there and throws. And then their bullpen, I thought, threw the ball well as well. They played better defense. I thought they did a nice job with the small ball. I thought they bunted well. I thought the way they pushed the ball to the right side, they did some nice things. We didn't, as I said, we did not hold runners as well as we have been. I think that hurt us. It got us in some situations there. And obviously that's going to be an issue down the road, because I think we play Keene, which they run all the time and play a ton of that. So we're going to have to be better at it tomorrow than what we were today.
Thank you, Coach. All right, we have head coach Brian Brewer, Casey Levins, and Brian Gosser. All right, Coach, you can certainly make any opening remarks you like about the game before the guys ask questions.
Yeah, we just got a chance to talk with the guys a little bit. Obviously, I didn't think Brian had his best stuff, but we keep saying that. I'm probably going on 2 or 3 weeks in a row now, 3 or 4 starts, but he still keeps throwing up zeros. And Mark came in. I didn't think he had his best stuff, but again, continued to throw up zeros. And then Kyle, I thought, was pretty good. The guy closed it at the back end for us. Casey had a big knock. We had some guys started making some adjustments offensively, which is what good teams do. I think their kid threw the ball well. They caught the ball for the most part. Pretty clean game on both sides. But we got a couple big knocks when we needed them, and we managed to move the ball when we needed
to. So the sixth inning, they airmail ball over the cutoff man. You guys advance the runners up to second and third, and then they pull the infield in, and you guys hit a chopper over their head. It seemed like the wheels kind of fell off for them after that point.
I mean, that was big, but the wheels typically don't come off on teams in the World Series. These guys are all regional champions, and especially that club. I think they won 5 or 6 in a row, whatever it was, to come back and get here. So I think it was more, obviously they airmailed the ball, but I think it was Brockmeyer, Evan, who came in to actually pinch run and ended up in that DA slot. And he did it later in the game, too. Situational hitting. I think our guy did a nice job, and we made them pay for a mistake. And again, I think that's what good teams do.
Brian, would you agree with your coach's assessment that you haven't had your best stuff for a little while?
Yeah, I mean, I agree. Last few outings had a little bit of issues mechanically. But I think as the game's gone on, I was able to figure out a little bit more what I was doing wrong and able to correct it and able to do better later on in the game.
So what's been the key to, though, like you said, keep throwing up zeros when you're not clicking with everything the way you want it to?
I think being able to throw 4 different pitches, even if I don't have my best stuff, usually it's still around the plate, and I tend to get a lot of swings and misses, even if it's out of the zone. And keeping the ball down is also real key.